Visual design is an essential part of video games, but many overlook its full potential, and deeper functionalities serving beyond aesthetics. Ultrakill, even through stylistic simplicity and limitations, masterfully pushes visual design from a technical standpoint to its limit, creating an impactful and genuinely unique experience. When RC Hakita Patala started game development, he made a stealth game his classmate criticized for being unfair, so he scrapped the whole project and listed everything he enjoyed in games. Taking inspiration from Quake, Devil May Cry with the inclusion of some cartoonish violence and over-the-top action, Hakita eventually ended up creating Ultrakill. Ultrakill is a fast-paced movement shooter with complex weapon synergies and DMC-inspired style meter. But above all, it thoughtfully uses color, graphical information, as well as responsive and satisfying feedback to create an interactive and visual experience that will leave memorable impressions on any players, while standing out from all other games alike. Bold colors, high saturations, and sharp contrasts are known to guide attention, and Ultrakill uses these deliberately across its user interface and visual effects. Saturated primary colors on the RGB scale are used for attention-demanding UI elements, which are then highlighted against a dark transparent background to maintain readability above the intense gameplay through contrast. The same logic applies to weapon projectiles, often consisting of bright yellow and blue to direct player attention for extra combat clarity. A similar approach is seen in games like Neon White. Beyond cohesive color coding, the game uses vibrant visual effects and dark enemy models to help it stand out from more desaturated stage designs. While desaturated palettes aren't as common in Ultrakill, its color choices still parallels visual mood studies. Floors like Gluttony, Greed, and Heresy lean towards warmer tones linked to arousal or unease to support the game's intensity and unsettling atmosphere. In contrast, cooler and more harmonious palettes in parts of Limbo and Wrath communicate a sense of calmness and liminality. These choices, on top of influencing attention and mood, also lays the foundation for how this game communicates information. Clarity becomes just as crucial in a game as fast and intense as Ultrakill. The user interface highlights icons through a great use of color, but its layout and structure are equally as impactful. Statistical resources and weapon details are arranged cleanly on the left, while the style meter has its own room to breathe on the right. The whole interface is slanted inwards close to a one-point perspective, guiding the eye towards the screen center, where miniature versions of health and stamina surrounds the crosshair. The interface delivers all the information a player needs to know, without stealing focus from the action. There are also a lot of intricate mechanics that go into Ultrakill's synergistic design. Coin shots, parries, or core nukes all require proper communication for the players to understand and react to. The game exaggerates simplistic graphics and presents indicators, projectiles, and trajectories clearly and responsively. Enemy attacks are well choreographed, challenging the player without feeling unfair, pushing them to learn patterns and feel great satisfaction upon mastery. And on the topic of satisfaction, actually. Hit stop, a brief pause used to add extra weight to actions. It can be seen in many games to clarify impactful moments such as heavy hits or counters. In Ultrakill's case, whether it's parrying, landing a rail cannon, or igniting a street cleaner's gas tank, when you've done something right, the game makes sure you know about it through fantastically tuned hit stop. Feedback is arguably one of the most influential factors in Ultrakill's incredible game feel. When an enemy is hit, streaks of blood are shot out, signifying a successful strike while hinting at the blood fuel mechanic. Detonations upon triggering an explosion send solid shockwaves faintly lighting up the screen to convey powerful impact. And bouncing a hit-scan shot off coins is responded with clear trails mapping the bullet's navigation and satisfying trajectory. A plethora of visual responses when performing actions are used to reward player competence. The game uses feedback as a method to convey action clarity, enhance the game experience, and make successful inputs feel earned and gratifying. Ultrakill demonstrates how visuals can serve beyond aesthetics. Effective color choices guide attention, clear information keeps each action readable, while satisfying and responsive feedback elevates the game feel. It highlights what modern titles tend to overlook, being the importance of clarity rather than spectacle, and manages to execute it exceptionally, making Ultrakill a standout example of outstanding visual design.